Unfortunately, a language is usually considered dead even before the last native speaker has died. There are several types of language death. One type is called bottom-to-top language death. This is when a language only survives in certain contexts. An example of this is Latin, which is only used as a liturgical language.
The most common way for languages to die is by gradual language death. This happens when minority languages are faced with the more dominant language. A well-known example of this is when the Europeans came to America and many Native Americans were forced to learn English. Over time, the native languages got taught less and less until there were no new learners of the languages. Out of the 300 Aboriginal languages spoken before the Europeans first arrived, there are only 12 still being taught to children today.
Another type of language death is called sudden language death. This occurs when all speakers of a language suddenly die or are killed. One example of this was in 1962, when influenza killed almost all speakers of a language called Trumai. Only 10 speakers remained of that language. A similar type of language death is called radical language death. This occurs when speakers of a language stop speaking it, usually as a way to survive under societal pressures or genocide.
Sometimes, those societal pressures come from laws. In some countries, communities are forced to give up their language by being banned from writing and formally teaching their native language.